There you go.
I'm a German belt.
Ursula Le Guin, she doesn't set herself up as a giver of answers, but she is one of the very finest explorers of questions.
Let's get ready. We're going to start right away, okay?
There's a story by Ursula called The Ones Who Walk Away from Omelas, which begins as a thought experiment. She tells you that she is going to describe an imaginary place, an imaginary city, and also tells you that she's going to work with you and your imagination to make it the most wonderful city you have ever imagined or experienced. You are creating this with her. And you experience for several pages this wonderful city of noble people, the city of cities, Omelas. And then she says, and there's one more thing. Somewhere in this city, there is a cellar with a child in it who is being mistreated horribly. And the joy of all of the people depends on this one child being forced to suffer, degraded, abused, and that everybody in the city knows it.
The terms are strict and absolute. There may not even be a kind word spoken to the child. The instant the child is let out, the city is gone. They're not naive, they're not stupid, right? The joy is real. The city is righteous, but it also relies on the suffering, right? And so that's
So basically, their happiness comes from somebody else's misery.
Yes. Like, they don't even need government, they don't need religious institutions, they don't really need laws, they don't need weapons, they don't need war. You know what I mean? It's like,
It's a utopia.
It's kind of a utopia, right? But it's not a utopia.
And it sets out and it says, this is a thought experiment. And then it goes in and it breaks your heart. And it leaves you with a world that is changed. It leaves you shaken if you read it right.
It made me feel really upset that this child was being so mistreated.
This moral dilemma was really compelling to me because it was impossible to pick out like what the right course of action would be. Like there was nothing that would be completely morally right.
This child is seen. And some of them go back to their lives. And then there are the ones who walk away from Omelas.
I would try and help the child. I really would not care if it would disrupt the whole nature of the city because it's a young child, like barely holding on. So I would do anything to help the child.
I think I would forget about the child. I would be one of the people who stays in the town and like puts it in the back of my mind and continues to live happily and peacefully because I have the privilege to do that.
I would walk away. I think the ones who walk away, they can reflect on this kid again and again and know that they're not a part of it and they're not like supporting it. And maybe they make their own home that everything's perfect.